A new right to life debate in Ohio.
For the state to take a human life, there must be evidence that in doing so, it will help protect the public.
As Ohio's governor switches his stance on capital punishment.
I no longer believe the death penalty is a deterrent to murder.
And calls on state lawmakers or Ohio voters to abolish it. More than 100 people sit on death row in our state after Governor DeWine first pressed pause on executions 7 years ago, citing concerns surrounding the drugs that are used. Now the governor's new stand on capital punishment is stirring up more controversy. So Columbus Bureau reporter Morgan Trow is talking with people on all sides, from victims' families to state house leaders and activists.
You wake up every morning and the person's not there.
Rhonda Whitelock says that she gets through the day through hope alone.
I thought, okay, well, there's going to be justice one day, right?
But that justice has not come. For 9 years, Whitelock has been telling us the story of the brutal murder of her lifelong friend, Suzanne Taylor, who was more like a sister.
Yes,
You've said that you will not feel relief until he stops breathing. Does that still ring true?
Yes. Why does this man still breathe on this earth after what he did?
George Brinkman pleaded guilty to killing Taylor and her 2 daughters in North Royalton in 2017, as well as murdering an elderly couple soon after.
He gets to live. He gets to breathe. My friend's not here. She doesn't get to breathe. Her children aren't here anymore.
She started writing Ohio Governor Mike DeWine years ago, after he had put an unofficial pause on the death penalty. He never responded, and this week, she says she found out why.
I believe Ohio should abolish the death penalty.
In 1981, DeWine was the architect of the current capital punishment law in the state. But he says it's a broken system, one that has cost the state hundreds of millions of dollars, despite not having executed anyone since 2018. He adds that research shows that the death penalty isn't a deterrent to crime, and the punishment draws out the legal process for victims' families.
Our money and our energies are much better spent focusing on keeping these repeat violent offenders out of society than focusing on the death penalty.
But the governor, who has 6 more months in office, really has no power to extend his moratorium.
The legislature can take this action.
Ohio Republican leaders have reacted strongly, disagreeing with DeWine.
I will vigorously oppose getting rid of the death penalty.
But the governor brought up another option, putting the idea on the ballot, which some advocates tell us is welcome news. But others, like Kevin Werner with the coalition Ohioans to Stop Executions, are against.
I don't think that's the right approach, and it's an astronomical, feat to try to achieve.
It's not because he doesn't think there isn't enough support, but because of how expensive it would be to get the idea on the ballot. But Whitelock doesn't think asking voters about the death penalty will go in DeWine's favor.
The people of Ohio will do the right thing.
Brinkman's execution is scheduled for later this fall, but it will likely be pushed back once again.
And Morgan, we know the governor has cited the inability to get these lethal injection drugs as to why there haven't been executions in our state. Other states have made that similar argument. Is that still the case when it comes to these drugs?
Yeah, the governor has a point to an extent. Major pharmaceutical companies do not want their drugs being used to kill inmates. But some other states have gotten around that by using local pharmacies, by putting provisions into their laws that protect the sellers' identities. Lawmakers tell me that if we can't get these drugs, then maybe we switch to using nitrogen gas like Alabama does.
Morgan Trow live with us tonight from the Capitol. Appreciate it. Thank you, Morgan.